welcome to Moon Mage-Tarot. This is weekly tarot messages, so if you're new here, these are essentially just quick messages. They're not overly long, that focus in on the energy, potential challenges, and then some guidance and advice around these things so that you can hopefully navigate your week ahead prepared. Although I always tell everybody that when you land on these messages, regardless of the dates that come out with them, is when you are meant to hear them. So they are timeless in that sense. I have a bunch of chakra videos out right now, meditation videos. If you're interested, you can have a look at those. And just want to quickly mention that if you've been enjoying some of this content and you'd like to see more, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. Now, this is where I tell everybody to give themselves a second to feel into which message is speaking to you, messages 1 through 4, and I will get started here with message number 1. Hello, message 1. What is coming up for my message 1 choosers this week? Oh, we got one card that flew right out. Okay, and it says challenges. Take time out from problems or conflicts, or approach softly to avoid making matters worse. Okay. All right, so a little bit of difficulty, a little bit of a heads up with challenges on the horizon, but this sort of suggests not pushing on these challenges, kind of letting them be, and kind of ebbing back, I think, to see where you need to go and how to navigate them better. Because as this is saying, if you push too hard on these challenges or try to force your hand in some kind of way, it could cause these problems to become bigger. But we'll see what else comes out with that. Again, take time out from problems or conflicts or approach softly to avoid making matters worse. Okay. Let's see what else is coming up for message 1. Okay, we've got Wise Woman of the Grove, Grace, which is pretty apt considering that we've got challenges showing up here and approaching softly. Giving yourself grace, going into a grace period. That makes a lot of sense when, you know, the universe is giving us a heads up that there's some trouble on the horizon or there's some potential problems. Giving yourself grace, allowing that, not pushing. I think it's just really reiterating that energy. It's interesting, too, because on the front of this card is this treasure trove, and there's a bright red, it looks like a gemstone in there, and then you've got this shadowy figure looking through the woods. It almost makes me feel like, for my message 1s, some wisdom is going to come through for you, but it may not be able to reach you if you're busy trying to put out little fires or fix problems. So create space for that. I think be open to it. Maybe even some meditations calling in higher wisdom, guidance to help you through this situation, lest you make it worse, right? I feel like by only trying to help the situation, but not in this case. I do feel like there's some wisdom that wants to come through, and it's higher, almost like an intuitive hit that you're going to receive about what to do and how to move forward. But first, give yourself over to grace and reflection, and I feel like this is how you will receive the answers. Right? Wise Woman of the Grove. That wisdom comes through. Water Spirit. Manifesting dreams. And this is coming out in a challenged position. So it's kind of suggesting that maybe for some of you, this is something that you're working on building. This might be something for some of you who are more entrepreneurial. It could be in a business situation. Something that you wanted to do or create. It could even be the dream to have been able to go somewhere or move somewhere. It's general, so it's going to be different for all of you, but this looks like this is the area where you're being most affected by this challenge. Building something, trying to manifest something, trying to bring in and call in your dreams and your desires in some kind of way. It's just not working out. Feels like it's getting all clogged up and stagnant and problem after problem. Lots of troubleshooting is an energy I feel here for my message 1s. And you know, Water Spirit too also really relates to going with the flow, looking at our emotions and making sure they're in balance before we make decisions. Because if we choose from our emotions all the time, we often can sit on regret later, because we need to listen to our heart, and then we need to bring our head with us and kind of put something around the situation to make it tangible and grounded. And I feel like that's something here for my message ones. Yeah, making sure that your emotions are balanced before you move forward is essentially all I really need to say. Spirit Guardian of Winter, retreat. Wow. Well, if you were ever given a heads up from the universe, if this was somebody giving you a yes or a no, and you were asking, should I push on this? Should I go this way and try to make this happen? The answer is no. It's ebbing back. It's retreat. It's giving yourself over to grace. It's getting your emotions in balance this week. Then you will receive some help and guidance, I feel really strongly, as a way through your situation to make it better, stronger, to make your dreams a possibility and actually manifest them. Yeah, so if you've been kind of rolling that thoughts and ideas around in your head, or, you know, asking yourself, should I do this? Should I do this? I feel like the universe is giving you a no, stop, pause. Retreat back. We have more information for you that will make the situation much better. So leaning into trust a little bit, I think, is going to be important for my message ones this week. Look at this, though. I love where we went with this. Bluebird spirit, happiness. And you've got the orange and the blue, which is really popping out to me, message one. Orange, you know, connected to sacral, which is where our emotions are. Where our creativity is, our passion, our inspiration, and it's coming right underneath manifesting dreams, which is all connected to the sacral. And then the blue is communication, and I think I'm saying it probably a little too much, but I can't help but think that you will receive answers and intuitive guidance. You will receive communication from the higher realms by taking a pause and not trying to force your hand in any kind of way. Do not push on this challenging situation right now. Give yourself over to retreat, grace, reflection. I really feel like the energy is supportive of you receiving really good intuitive guidance about how to navigate this, and it'll bring you to this awesome energy of happiness and joy. It's like you'll finally see things start moving in a good direction after some troubled energy. Okay. Let's cap this off with a final message. It's funny, I pulled animal spirits as a final message for each of the messages this week, and you've already got some animals here. So look into the otter energy too, as well as bluebirds, because I don't know why, but I'm feeling like this is part of your answer. There's something with these animals, these energies, that might be helpful for you to understand within yourself and your situation, and I think how to move through it in the best possible way. It's so difficult to not want to push when we know that when we're dealing with problems or things are stuck or stagnant, and it's so hard to just be still with it and say, okay, I'm going to take a step back and figure this out. But this is exactly what you're being asked to do this week, message one. Yeah, look, tortoise energy, you're too fragmented, so do whatever it takes to get grounded. Yeah, getting grounded. Getting back on solid ground, like feet on your, feeling like you're on your feet again. You're not all discombobulated and stuck in heavy emotions and frustrations and anger. All necessary for my message ones this week. I feel like what's born out of you giving yourself this time and grace really is positive energy. It's that happiness, seeing the way through. It will come. I know it's hard to trust that when you can't see it. You feel like you've got to force it to come and make it happen. Not the case this week. Okay, message one, it's really important that you guys get yourself unfragmented, back into balance, emotionally, grounded, mentally, and then you will receive the way forward and through. I'm just trying to feel into if I think there's anything else I need to say to you guys. No, I think I'm going to leave that there. Just know that giving yourself this time to get yourself back to balance, centered, sorted is going to be super beneficial to you. It's going to lead to manifesting dreams and happiness the way through. I'm going to leave that there. I hope you guys all have the most amazing, beautiful week. Take care, guys. Hello, message 2. Let's have a look and see what may be showing up for you guys this week. Ooh, we've got major life change. The time is right for major life changes, as a new lifestyle or location brings great joy and a trouble-free existence. Nice. And I know it's what it's saying, that it could bring about a new location, and a new lifestyle. As you know, I know that that's what it's suggesting, but usually it's a bit of a pinch from the universe saying that the energy is supportive of you making these changes and leaning into them and saying yes to things, especially if they're outside of your comfort zone, because it will likely be a catalyst energy to bring about the said changes. So I guess what I'm trying to say here is not necessarily guaranteed that you're going to see major life changes in the week ahead, but that it's an optimal time to start making them, and it would be very beneficial to you because it's going to bring a better lifestyle, a potential better place to be, location, just lots of joy, and as it says, a trouble-free existence. So if you're somebody who maybe takes time, a little bit too much time to think or overanalyze situations before you say yes, I feel like you're getting some yes energy for this week. Like, kind of go for it. Willow Spirit. Yeah, flexibility. Interesting, right? Because this is the main overarching energy next to change energy, right? And what is required for us to say yes to change for ourselves is to be flexible, not rigid in our thinking, open-minded. I feel like that's what this message is telling you. Be flexible. If you would normally be like quick to say no to something, this is not the week to do that. At the very least, give yourself over to contemplation around it. Being flexible, going with the flow, it's likely going to lead to good things, positive connections, opportunities. And, Willow Spirit, thinking of a willow tree, right? They bend and they bend every which way. Their branches are arced all the time, and the wind can blow really hard in a willow tree, and it bends, but it never breaks. So I feel like that's part of the message here for you guys as well. Like if there's fear around that. Bear Spirit healing. Okay. So this is coming out in the challenge position. Which pieces of you, message 2, are you still holding on to that cause you to feel limited, like you can't go with the flow, like you need to be rigid, like maybe you have to hold barriers and boundaries, maybe too many at times, which would make it so that positive change and opportunities can't really get in there because those boundaries are up, those barriers are up. I feel like Spirit's saying, do a little bit of healing around this. Where are they held in the body? And also, where are they coming from your past? I know that's pretty deep, but sometimes we can get to the answers to these sort of things relatively easily, and it's like reaching in, plucking it out, and saying no more. This is not a good operating system for me to be moving my life, like trying to move my life forward with, because it's keeping me stuck. So there's something to that. There's some sort of held belief that makes you maybe feel and do things in more of a black and white way. And I feel like Spirit's highlighting the need to be open to the nuance of the gray area. Be willing to dip your toe into it, to be flexible, to go with the flow, to invite change, even if it scares you a little bit. Okay. Look at this. Spirit Guardian of Autumn. Letting go. Yes, what do you need to let go of? What are you holding on to that is keeping you stuck and stagnant and not moving? There is a big energy that I feel here very strongly for message 2s. There is something, and I feel like it's born of your childhood for some of you. For other situations that have happened where you're like, well, I was too open to that and I got burned. I feel like that's not going to be the case for you moving forward, message 2. Opportunities are surrounding you right now. The energy is really supportive, even if it doesn't feel like it, but it's connected to saying yes to things that you would normally say no, to moving outside of your comfort zone, to letting go of rigid thinking, like it has to look like this. It doesn't. There's another way, and being open to this new way is really going to be beneficial for you guys this week. Look at that stability. This is where you lead. This is where this energy leads you, by being flexible, being open, receiving opportunities. I can't let that go. I keep thinking that so much here for my message twos. There are new opportunities that are really good and positive as a result of you freeing yourself out from this black and white thinking, or digging your heels in on something, or being a little too rigid. We all get like this, like letting go of control, essentially. You can bring in stability, better stability, happiness, joy. And I'm noticing too that there's a lot of 4s here. So you've got 14 down here and 4 here, and then you've got 43 here. There's not a 4 here, but there's a lot of 4s. And 4s are the number of stability and a solid foundation and good structure. So I feel like that's a bit of a message for you guys as well to consider. Also, it's also the angel numbers of that they're around 4s, triple 4s. So if you needed advice or guidance or wisdom or connection, and you see 444, they're essentially saying, we're here right now, ask your question. What do you need? And for my message too, is it feels like, you know, help me to free my mind from worry and fear. Help me to lean into flow and flexibility. Help me to say yes even when I'm afraid. To give things a try, to be open to it. New ways, new ideas, new people and situations. Because I feel like you've got good supportive energy for all of this change. Okay, we've got camel energy. Trust that you have the resources to get through the challenges before you. Okay, so for some of you, it makes sense too when we've got stability showing up there. Some of you, there's some fear. There's a lack mentality, fear around your ability to take care of things financially, or that, you know, your financial life might need an up level or a boost of some kind. This is coming out, I think, to let you know that you are more than capable of this. There is some beneficial energy on the horizon and opportunities that will make your financial life feel more secure and stable, but I think it involves some sort of calculated risk. Not a crazy, scary risk, but some sort of calculated risk by you to say yes to it. Right? As it says, trust. Trust that you have the resources to get through these challenges. Right? Because everything that we want to manifest and bring about in our lives requires some element of risk, right? If it were easy, it probably wouldn't be worth it, right? It's like that saying, if everything we want, if all of our dreams don't scare us a little bit, then they're probably not big enough. And there's something to that energy here for my message twos. So if you're wanting to go after something, but there's fear and you're rigid and you think, I can't do it, or I can't let go of this job or that, you know, in order to follow my heart in this kind of way, I feel like Spirit's saying you can. Look again. You have the resources. There will be challenges. There always is when we're going after something bigger and better. But it feels like the answer for message 2 this week is it's worth the risk. It's worth the risk. And in order to bring about change, it's going to require you to do things differently. Be flexible. Be open to new things, ways, and opportunities. And then on the other side of that is this beautiful, blissful stability. And I feel like for some of my messages, it's been a long time coming. Like you've been in this frustrated, stuck, nothing moving energy for a long time. But that's going to start shifting if you say yes and go with the flow. And let go. Okay. I think I'm going to leave that there. I hope you guys all have the most amazing, beautiful week. Take care, guys. Hello, message 3. Let's see what's going to be potentially coming up for you guys this week. What's on the cards for message 3? Oh, okay, we've got a card that flew out here. Oh, we've got burnout. This has come out quite a few times over the past few weeks. Your hard work will see results, but your health needs to be maintained. So check in with your doctor, dentist, and health professional and try to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Okay, I'm wondering, I'm very curious. Let me know in the comments if some of you were here before and you chose this card. Because if that's the case, I feel like you didn't take time out for yourself to make sure that your health is in check and that you're feeling good. Big heads up from the universe, right? Before they have to come in and pinch you so that you're forced to take a rest, to take a break, to maintain your health. This is your chance to do it and make it a priority this week, lest you burn out. I suspect some of you are already feeling this burnout energy, but pushing anyways. Oh, that's really weird. So I'm going to go ahead. All right. A sudden change of luck is likely. Things are working in your favor. Excellent time for networking. Really strange. That was just left behind. And it would have been the bottom card, I think. And so that means that the underbelly of you doing this, taking a time out and making sure that your physical health is priority, is luck. Something to consider. I'm just going to go ahead and put that there. A sudden change of luck. Excellent time for networking, yes. But really, really the big energy here, message 3, is to make your health a priority, whether it's your mental health, your physical health, whether you do need to go see somebody because you're feeling off. Now is the week to do it, because on the other side of that is some sort of luck, some positive things, some positive energy coming in. And it says it's sudden as well. But you're going to need to feel really good to lean into it and enjoy this energy coming up for you. All right. I'm actually quite curious to see what else is going to come out with this from my message 3s. Okay, standing stones, passages. Interesting, really interesting energy. I had a feeling this was going to be an interesting reading. This suggests that you've been moving through a lot of different passages, or that you are soon to be. All of them are reason to make sure that you're in really good health, mentally, emotionally, physically. You're moving through passages of your life path. It feels almost like a fated, destined journey that you've been going through, but it's not been easy. It's been difficult. I think that a lot of my messages are like, luck. What are you talking about? Like, I've had no luck. I think this is about to change, but you're being asked to pause. Like, this journey is not going anywhere. It's always going to be here waiting for you. You will still be moving through it, but now is the time to make sure that you're in really good mental, emotional, physical health so that you can continue to move through these passages of time, destiny, your fated journey, and receive that lucky energy. Yeah, stability. And this is coming out in the challenge position here for you guys. So not been feeling stable, right? I'm going to sound like a broken record, but all the more reason to give yourself over to making self-care, your health, how you feel, a huge priority this week. Really, really, really allow yourself this time. It's so needed to bring you back to stability, right? It's like what you're working on, the things that you're moving through, these challenges, these passages of your life, your blueprint, they're not going anywhere. They're still going to be there waiting for you. It's yours. It's meant to be for you. It's okay to take a pause, to take a break, and to get yourself sorted and grounded and feeling really good so that you can keep moving forward with this and get to the other side of this harder energy, into that lucky energy. Hopefully that makes some sense to you guys. But look at this. Aspen spirit, courage. Courage. And then you've got all these beautiful blue butterflies. So transformation as a result of being strong in your resolve. Where could you utilize more strength, right? Strength is connected to the solar plexus too. So where you may be lacking bravery and courage. Maybe some of you are aware that, your health has been causing you some worries, fears, or concerns, and it's causing you to feel fearful. So maybe you've been avoiding certain things because of it. Be brave, be courageous, say yes to taking care of yourself, and know that, again, this bravery, I think, is also really connected to moving through these passages of your life, on your life's journey, of your blueprint, staying strong and courageous in this. And when we're going into burnout and not feeling our best, we may feel like we need to walk away from the things, our path, our soul path. And I feel like Spirit's saying, please don't do that. You just need a break. You just need to get sorted. You need to get back on stable, solid ground. Don't give up, because luck is on the other side of this hardship and this frustrated energy that some of you are in. And also this, I feel like definitely that some of you are affected by this physically, which makes sense. It really, what I'm trying to say here is that your soul path and journey needs you to keep moving forward on it with bravery and courage and stability, feeling strong in your resolve about it. But you can't do that if you're pouring from an empty cup. You can't receive positive luck on the other side of this harder energy if you don't give yourself this break. Really, really lean into this energy of healing yourself out right now, getting yourself in really good alignment and balance. It's so easy for us to not make ourselves a priority, but you're really being asked to do just that this week, message 3. Yeah, look. Toadstools. Growth. And it's 44. I'm noticing the 44. And then you've got a 40 here and a 14 here. So another message with lots of 4s. Message 2 had a lot of 4s too. Growth. You are growing. You are on your path. I feel like some of you need to know this. If it doesn't feel like that, and it's been challenging, and you're now feeling off and frustrated, and like there is no stability under your feet, and you're ready to give up, please don't do that, message 3. You just need a break. You just need to get yourself back into balance and groundedness. Recharge yourself, recharge your batteries, and on the other side of that more difficult, frustrating energy that I feel like definitely some of you have lost heart and courage and haven't seen growth, and you're wanting to throw your hands up. Please don't do that. On the other side of this is luck. It's positive things coming in as a result of your hard work. These passages of time are always going to be there for you to keep moving through. They're not going to go anywhere, and you're not going to delay gratification or positive things coming your way as a result of you taking this time out for yourself. Okay, I'm going to stop beating a dead horse. I think you get what I'm saying. Okay. That was about to get really messy. I caught it this time for once. I normally don't. I usually have them flying out everywhere. Face your problems head on with confidence and courage, and you will emerge victorious. Right. So if you're in that, I'm so burnt out, I just can't do this anymore, it doesn't mean that you're going to give up on your soul path and that you're not going to keep moving through it, your destiny, your fate. You just take a pause, you take a break, you get sorted, you get balanced, you make sure that you're feeling really good, and then you go in again. And that's a strong message here for you guys. Please don't give up on moving through your soul path and following your heart. I feel, again, there's luck on the other side of you moving through this harder energy. Face your problems head on with confidence and courage, and you will emerge victorious. Yes, 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 yes. But first, sort yourself out. Make sure that you're feeling good, balanced, grounded, whatever that looks like for you. Eating well, exercising, listening to meditations, or anything that brings in a positive mindset for you. Because I feel like some of you are on the verge of throwing your hands up and saying, I'm burnt out, I'm done, I don't care, I don't want to deal with this anymore, I'm done. Please don't do that. Take a time out, give yourself over to this healing energy this week. On the other side of this is positive luck and more movement through your soul path. I feel like some of you have a big thing to bring into this world or to create, and it takes time and energy and patience. I think I'm going to leave that there. I am wishing you all beautiful, healing, positive energy for this week. And please give yourself this time to take care of yourself. It's so important. Okay, take care, guys. Hello, message 4. Let's see what may be showing up for you guys this week. Oh my goodness, 2. Wow. All right. So this is the first one that fell out. So we'll go with this one first. Assert yourself. Go for what you want. The time is right for soulmate connections, or birth of a child could be likely. Wow. Either way, this is not the week to hide in the shadows or just step to ebb back. It's a going forward energy. You're being asked to assert yourself. It's an action oriented energy. It's I always associate it with yes energy. Again, go for what you want. The time is right for soulmate connections. Birth of a child also likely. Okay. And then the other card that came out with this is opportunities. For some of these things, I would assume. A stranger is about to change your life. Exciting times and plenty of action, plus a special family reunion looks likely. Wow. So connections, and that showed up here with, for soulmate connections too. Either way, this is a really good week for you guys to put yourself out there, to receive opportunities, to meet a special somebody. And for some of you, quite literally, to conceive a child. All good energy. It's feeling really good. Let's see what else is coming out with that, though. All right. Protection. Guardians of the land. Okay, this is interesting. So with assert yourself and opportunities and romance, potentially on the cards, birthing a child or metaphorically birthing something new, really good energy. Protection. Maybe some of you just don't feel safe. Maybe you're one of these people who, when everything's going really good, I'm always waiting for the other shoe to drop because something's going to come in and ruin that positive energy, or I can't trust it. I feel like there's an element of that here for some of my message fours. Know that you are safe and you are protected. It's safe for you to be open, to assert yourself, to go for the things, to say yes, to go on that date, to try to have that child this week. Either way, and whatever your situation is where you're being asked to assert yourself because there's positive opportunities, it's yes energy. You can trust it. Go for it. You're safe and protected. And also trust yourself, right? To feel out if, no, this person doesn't feel good or this situation doesn't feel good. You'll know. But you are safe and protected. Okay. Strength. Ancient oak spirit. And it's coming out in the challenge position, which makes a lot of sense, right? Because I don't think that you're feeling like you can trust, that you are entirely safe, or that maybe you have the strength to move through these energies and assert yourself in this kind of way and lean into the opportunities. Like maybe there's a little bit of fear there, but Spirit's saying, no, we can see that you've been challenged with this, but we want you to turn this energy around. Know your own strength. You're probably a lot tougher. Well, not probably. You are a lot tougher than I think you've given yourself credit for. And I almost feel like have the strength to say yes to something new with that doorway and it's all gold and lit up. It's like, yeah, it's time to go through a new passage of time into something much better, into a new beginning, but it does require you to show up for it and say yes to it. Look at this, prosperity. Bee spirit, prosperity. Prosperity coming your way. It feels like, when's it going to be my turn energy is a bit of a thing here for some of my message fours. It's like it's coming now. But it feels like, my sense is that it does require you to get out of your comfort zone a little bit, assert yourself as this says, go for what you want, walk through that door, be strong enough to say yes no matter what you feel with the fears, because fears are always going to be there when we're about to embark on something new, because it's scary and we don't know what's going to happen. We just have to trust in ourselves, and you really should be doing that message for. I really feel like you can. You are safe. You are protected. The time is right for these new opportunities, but you do need to assert yourself to get to this amazing prosperity energy. But that's what's on the cards for you guys. Look at this. This feels so good for message 4 this week. Really, really good. Happiness. This showed up in one of the other readings as well as an outcome card. Happiness. This is what's waiting for you. Prosperity and happiness. But the biggest message here for my group 4 choosers is you have to assert yourself. You have to be willing to put yourself out there, walk through new doorways, stay strong, especially like feel the fear and do it anyways. and you are safe and protected. I'm sounding like a broken record. But I think I'm saying this over and over again because I think it's a really big challenge for my message 4 is lack of trust in what you can't see or predict that's going to work out. Like, we always want absolutes. We want to know for sure, if I walk this way, is it going to be okay? If I say yes to this romantic connection, am I going to get burned? I feel like it's just time to take the risks and know that you're safe to do so. And on the other side of it, Spirit's saying prosperity and happiness, which is amazing energy. You are protected. Okay. Interesting, because so far the cards this week, I would say at least 3 out of the 4 readings have been either yes or no energy. No to that, yes. No, this week's a no. This week's a yes. That's what I'm trying to say here. Okay, take the time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially your family members. Okay, maybe some wisdom in here from your family members. And it's saying compassionately. So there's something to that. There's something to these connections, because it's brought up here twice, actually, a special family reunion, connections, giving yourself over, your time, your heart, your mind, your emotions to your family at this time. There's some sort of benefit in you doing that this week. So if that's not something you would normally do, or if you're avoidant around this, go ahead and do it, because there's something to it that's positive for you. Take the time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially your family members. Yes. And I don't know why, I just felt compelled to look at the underbelly card, the bottom card here for you guys. It says, face your problems head on with confidence and courage, and you will emerge victorious. Boar energy, that came up as well. I don't know why. I just felt like I needed to look at that. I think this is a message for you guys as well. And I think that's where this energy of strength is showing up, right? Walking through that golden gate, like the oak tree, safe, feeling safe and protected and secure. And I think maybe for some of you, you've had some problems with family members. And maybe, again, there's been some avoidance on your part. I don't want to deal with this. It's just too much and too heavy. But if there was a problem or a conflict, now is the week where something could be resolved around that by facing these problems. But either way, this is a big energy for you guys as well. It's like saying yes to yourself, saying yes to new opportunities, asserting, walking through to new ways of being, to new opportunities. But it requires courage, right? Courage in the face of fear, lest you miss these potential connections, rekindling. I feel like mending the bond, mending some bonds that have been broken, maybe, or where there's been conflict. All this kind of stuff is on the cards for you guys this week. But it does require your energy and your ability to show up with courage and strength to show up. Either way, this is the week to assert yourself, say yes to new opportunities, feel the fear and do it anyways, because you've got prosperity and happiness on the other side of it. You're safe and protected in doing so. I'm going to leave that there, and I'm wishing you all the most amazing, beautiful week ahead. Take care, guys.